Good morning. I hope you're having a lovely start to your Monday and I hope you had a nice weekend as well. I absolutely loved our hormones call last night. I can't believe we were on it for over an hour. I feel like we're going to have to get Risha back for absolute sure, and I feel like we all took away different parts from that video. It was super informative, so I really enjoyed that. And I just wanted to say I can't get over as well how quickly the line feels like it's going now. Last week I was a little bit quiet because I've been working on our next challenge, and I'm going to do some polls as well over this next few days and this week too, so keep your eyes out for that, because we've got lots of exciting things coming around all things the next few weeks. So there's that. And then I also want to talk to you a little bit about sleep, because this has been something I've been working on, and it's actually it's an area I feel like that, like I wouldn't say I'm a bad sleeper, but I found it really hard to get anything over 6 hours sleep for years. Like it was such a struggle, and I just kind of accepted. I was like, oh, I'm just one of them people, like maybe I just need less sleep. But then my body was kind of giving me all the signs that I needed more sleep, and my stress levels were super heightened, and I think that also played a big part in why I was so inflamed for a big chunk of time. And it's really hard to see proper fitness results as well when you're not sleeping right, because sleep and stress is so closely linked. And if you think about it, you know, in those days when you've like not slept as much, you're just like, oh, I'll just have an extra few coffees, keep me going. And then we're just putting added pressure onto our adrenals, then our cortisol's rising, and it's super hard to get out of that spiral because you're so reliant then on the caffeine. But then that is also why it's harder to get to sleep. So for me, I was finding it like I just wasn't that tired at 10 o'clock, so I'd be going to bed slightly later, and then it'd delay my morning, and it just, you know, like it all just goes in this spiral, and it's hard to actually break out of it. So the only way I've found, like a lot of parts of my fitness journey, has been creating accountability and systems. So on your phone, if you've got an Apple phone, on your actual clock, there's when you set your alarm, you can set it so you've got like 8 hours. That is so useful. So using that, making sure that you have 8 hours, and then giving yourself, so say if you want to get into bed for 10:30, or if you want to be asleep for 10:30, getting into bed for 10 o'clock or 10:15, but at least giving yourself 15 minutes to actually fall asleep, rather than calculating it like, right, I'm going to go to bed for 10, but then you're not falling asleep till 10:30, should we say? Does that make sense? Because that's how you can creep into that like 6 hour mark. It's not really streamlined with this process as well. Like there's not going to be every night, you're not always going to sleep at that time, but the more consistent you can be with your bedtimes and morning alarm, the easier it is to just get into a bit of a flow with it. But I feel like this is something that really kept me stuck, so I feel like it's useful. And it's also something that we overlook because we just accept we've got these busy lifestyles, but it starts the night before for sure with becoming a morning person as well. I hope that's helpful too.